So, welcome back all. I've got to say, in the slew of safe rooms that I've been in survival horror style games over the course of my illustrious career, this room's got to be up there. I've had some pretty good themes over the course of time. Code Veronica comes to mind for Resident Evil 3 as well. Parasite Eve never really had like a specific save room theme, but had some cool tracks in it regardless. But, you know, this is pretty awesome, you know? Anyways, so last time we cleared our way through the dorms down here. We've done pretty much everything. Got some more doorways still to chase down. But we have got left the management office and the chaos that's going on in there. So, we do have a file that's kind of helped us to understand a bit more what's going on. These Calibris, whatever the hell they are. 7th floor, an island. I've got a key with me, so the island key. We need to make some sort of feedback loop of the frequency. So what I think we've got to do is when we go in there was a number, and I think basically what we've got to do is get the correct frequency, and we've got to basically send it back at the Calibri to kind of to send the damaging frequencies back at it, basically. I think that's what we've got to do. I'm hoping we do it once or enough times that we'll win, basically, but shit was pretty wild in there, so we'll see how we go. Alright. Now, we've got to get in here first, which could be awkward if this freaking star unit in the way. Alright. Let's go. Right, here we go. Right, 182. Right, let's get to work here, so... God almighty. It's definitely working. Now, what it's doing to our thing here? Oh, we're losing the frequency, though. See, it's fading away. We need to chase it down. Alright, still going. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, look at that thing. I don't know if there was another way to resolve that. Maybe we could have just gathered them all down, but we knew there was like hallucinations and like mimics and such. I think that was an acceptable result. Jesus. Painting of a strange island. It feels very familiar. There's a keyhole. And inside is the workshop key. Alright. I'm getting more and more worried for young Elstar here. So the workshop, we need to make our way down here. We're going to have to do some dodging. Nope. It was... Library's 8, workshop is 6. I think it's going to get up eventually. I'm not going to like it. Actually quiet in here, that's nice. Stars and Stalks. Replicas Known Issues, Part 2. Previous experience of these replica models have given us insight into irregularities in their behavior that stem from the original neural patterns used for these units. Due to the sensitive nature of the information, documents should be destroyed after reading. Well, about that. Despite their normally laid-back demeanor, stars have a strong internal hierarchy, which is important to take into consideration when promoting units to officers. Not promoting a respected unit or promoting a unit low in status can lead to friction within dorms. Stars will occasionally develop in-group rules involving physical punishments. It is recommended to allow some officers to own military weapons as fetish objects to stabilize their persona. Jeez. And then stalk units. Yeah, it confirms everything we knew. They initially have a short temper. Training them patience early after deployment is key, as their neural pattern is less stable than other models. Failing to do so may yield an extremely volatile personality prone to cruelty and violence. The destruction of the tape. A common strategy is pairing them closely with an older star unit. Stalk's persona stabilizes by showering or bathing. Books on history and mythology work well as fetish objects. Yeah, notice how the Stalk dorm had that big shower right next to it, like a walk-in, basically. Interesting. Can only carry 12. Damn, I need to drop some. Rounds. I need to come back here. Cassette. Okay. Well, I don't have it on me, so let's go... Yeah, so there's the dorm, the cleaning room, right next to each other. Okay. So... let's go and get to an item box. Back to the piano room. Good old classic survival horror. You gotta go back and forth sometimes, because of the inventory. I'm not saying that's a good thing, it's just how it was. So let's drop 6 bullets. Let's pick up a cassette. So the cassette didn't go where I thought. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know about, like, you're only allowed to carry so much of one time. I think you should be allowed to, like, have a second box of revolver ammo. The rule of 6 is a bit far-fetched, but sure. But not being able to carry the same type again... not the way I would have done it. Anyways. Let's put it in. Okay. So now we need to... now what? We need to get it working, surely, right? 142. I see. The game doesn't tell you. It just gives you the information and lets you resolve it yourself. I do like the puzzles in this game. They're pretty good. Alright. Let's get over to the 8th floor. What are you doing? You don't like the music? Hummingbird key. Alright, I'll be honest, if this was playing like the entire damn time, I could probably get why the stalks would be a little bit annoyed about this after a while. I get it. Cheers, Falk. All the best. So the hummingbird key is for the 8th floor. That is that one there. Let's go. find me. Okay. What we got? Load of files. Yours and ours. Part 1. Yules tend to form large groups and like to sing and dance, as the original neuro pattern for this unit was a ballet dancer. Persona degradation can be easily prevented in this unit by making sure they have access to music through tape players and musical instruments, and the recorder in their unit. Always place at least one mirror in your dorms, as they have a strong urge to check their own appearances at regular intervals. I like that I puzzled some of this out, and it's all kind of making sense. Yours persona stabilizes by keeping a tidy appearance and through regular social interactions. We wouldn't get along. Yours will often organize in groups of roughly 10 units and give each other themed nicknames. And then Aras. Even though they may seem like quiet simpletons, do not underestimate Aras. While they may not show it, they judge those who are rude or unkind harshly, and will quietly share this judgment with their entire cadre. Aras get along best with Yules, who tend to be patient and friendly, and have a talent for reading Aras' expressionless faces. In many facilities, Aras will construct service tunnels accessible only to them. Hence, you see what we saw earlier. Often under floors and in walls. Unstable units may retreat into these tunnels. It is not recommended to attempt to retrieve them. Our personas can be best stabilized by allowing them access to plants to take care of. Hence you saw that down there. Ideally colourful flowers or trees. And we're going to read something about the, Elster here. Do we want to read about Elster? Colibris. Gen 6 high-tech bioresonance specialists. A marvel of modern technology, the Colibri is the most capable bioresonance unit ever produced. Oh, 152. That's pretty short. Every Protector Falk unit is aided by a cadre of Colibris adjudicants, or adjutants, I should say, which can amplify her bioresonance signals. Right. Yeah, so we mentioned the Falk uses the bioresonance as a form of control over the other replicants, I believe it was. So the Colibris amplify that, as well as produce their own. Despite their diminutive build, Colibris are one of the most effective protector units. Able to directly influence the minds of replicas and gestalts, extract information non-verbally, and communicate among themselves instantly with the full bandwidth of the senses, the Colibris bioresonance is the closest recreation of a true hive mind. And I imagine their bond with the Falk units is pretty strong too. Is that the island again? Okay. Keep an eye on Adler. He's hiding something from us. There was nothing in his diary, but when I probed his mind, there were memories of an Elster unit working at Sierpinski. There's no record of that model or replica ever being deployed here. An order for a single unit for some survey work in the mine was briefly considered, but no new orders were made due to the commander's sickness. Is that so? Hypotheses. There was something in the mine they found. It wasn't good. They may not have known that at the time, however. Is it possible that the administrator went rogue and basically afflicted whatever it was on the commander deliberately in order to incapacitate them so they could usurp control. It would then make sense why Elsa's here. And it's also very possible that some degree of memory removal or change was inflicted to protect the administrator. Hence why he knew who we were. Yeah, I think that son of a bitch is gonna have to go down. The Calibri's unit knew it as well. Oh, shit! Quickly! Not this again. Fuckers. Right, chase the signal. Suppose I should have expected more of that. This place. Shotgun rounds. I have to come back here too, I guess. I guess let's use repair sprays. Use them both. They don't seem to give a lot of health, them, truthfully. Postbox key. Right, okay. So now we know where that is. This psychic resonance stuff they do is pretty crazy. Okay. Yeah. Didn't mean to have that light on. Should turn that off. Okay. Back to Old Faithful. I do hope that when I upload these videos, they're not going to get, you know, Tchaikovsky copyright strikes. God, I hope not. Drop the pistol rounds, drop the shotgun shell. We've got the eagle key, which we need for the administrator area, which would definitely be useful. I'm also going to take one repair spray as well. I have a feeling I'm going to need that. I'm also so glad I chose this revised difficulty. The hardest inventory difficulty means that these modules also take inventory spaces, and I'm going to be honest, kids, that's just don't freaking do it. Just don't do it. This is hard enough. I would also suggest, like, you don't necessarily have to play this game on hardest difficulty, and I don't know if I should be playing this on hardest difficulty. It's just that I kind of, you know, we've got the history on the channel of, like, I play a horror game. I always play on the hardest difficulty immediately because, you know, I do that. Just how it is. Let's go grab postbox key. Now, what do we want to do next? Eagle key goes there. I don't know that I actually want to do that right now. I think I'd rather go to the postbox first. And see what's up there. I have a feeling that going in that eagle in the down the back of the administrator's area could be fairly what's the word I'm looking for here? Committing? I think committing is the correct word to use. What have we got in here? Library key. Okay. Maybe not then. I do get the impression, though, that the game, like, might be generous enough to give me an item box and a save area before the boss fight. It did in the last one, which is rather nice of it. Maybe it'll do that again. Okay. Let's head inside, then. Let's do this first. can I find in here? There's files everywhere, as you'd expect. It's the administrator's job. Oh boy. Elster. Gen 5 Cosmo Pioneer Specialist. Biomechanical with carbon fiber reinforced polythene shell and titanium skeleton. 178. Magpie. A versatile combat engineer unit, primarily designed for orbital service. These tough and stoic loners are best suited as specialist sappers and scouts. Their technical knowledge and combat capabilities make these units true survivalists, especially when in their iconic white and blue heavy combat configuration, which sports bullet-resistant armor plating on their chest and forearms. Could have done with that. It says the original neural pattern for this unit was lost with the destruction of the central neural archive of Venator. New Elster units have been produced based on a decommissioned unit from the... ship. I wouldn't exactly call it as decommissioned though. Adler's diary. I've been fascinated by a peculiar piece of furniture I discovered in storage. A strange box with a removable dial in the front that was confiscated from a worker some time ago. I was instantly drawn to it, though I'm not sure why. When I put my ear on the mechanism, I can hear it faintly clicking like a clock. Without the Calibri's help, it has become much harder to coordinate the logistics cadre. If there is anything good to say about that woman, it is how she knows how to make others respect her orders, despite her minuscule stature. I want to see her today, but the room is still locked. I had a dream tonight. Another memory of my Gestalt life, I believe. I was wearing my uniform. There was a young woman, her hair white as snow, and I was conducting some sort of test. I had a deck of cards with astronomical symbols on them, and asked her to guess the planet on the card I was holding. So, we've had a few times where we've, witnessed stuff as Elster. You know, the times where, in the first-person view. Is that what we're seeing? These memories of Elster's Gestalt? But one was through the eyes of Issa, though. But our Gestalt's meant to be this Alina character, isn't it? Or was it? I'm not so sure anymore. I was playing with that mechanical lockbox again, of which I am now sure is some kind of astronomical calendar, when I suddenly remembered a conversation I had with another replica when I was inspecting the mining site. However, it was clearly a model I have never seen before. Some type of engineer with an orange chess piece. In my memory, she was just another member of our staff, but no such replica was ever stationed on Sierpinski. Replica memory is not the most reliable, they say, but never before have I experienced such a strange phenomenon. The little enigma of that box could only distract me from the chaos around me for so long. All the box contained was a small notebook, of which all pages turned out to be blank. It has been miserable since our beloved commander has fallen ill. I long for her stern guidance, that overwhelming authority in which she bathes a room. Okay, well that puts an end to the theory that the administrator did it deliberately. That appears that is not the case. More sick, making my work ever harder. How are we meant to shoulder this workload with no reinforcements? My only consolation is that our protector staff decreases, so does the workforce we oversee. While more and more replica end up in the hospital wing, Gestalt workers seem to succumb much too fast for any attempts of treatment. So this is detailing the downfall of this facility. Another diary filled for no benefit but my own satisfaction. I've not ordered a new one yet, since I spent my saved ration marks on that marvellous looking fountain pen. But I guess I'll make use of that notebook. There was a young woman, her hair white as snow. They're all seeing her. We need to solve the puzzle. We need to work out how to open this damn box. This clearly is relating to the star map. There is more to that room than met the eye originally. Anything else in here, by the way? No. So... had a deck of cards with symbols on it and asked her to guess the planet on the card I was holding. It's a calendar. I won't order a new one, but I guess I'll make use of that notebook. So, we have to work out how exactly to make this work, and this is a pretty big puzzle time, I reckon. But we need something to turn it in the first place. That much is clear. Well, we've learnt a hell of a lot. I can feel myself getting, for lack of a better term, enthralled by this game. While some of the combat is is what it is, and again, probably my point for taking this hard difficulty, the story and the atmosphere around it and going on is really good stuff. And some of the music's really good too. It really fits well. I can tell this puzzle's gonna be some fun. That can wait for another video though. Thanks for watching, kids. What a mess.